Okay. What's up?
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work.
Well, if you acquired Infinity, you would save jobs. It's a good public perception.
Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished.
Masako is a better CEO than you'll ever be. Fuck you.
Your poorly educated statement. For now. Throwing your competitor a lifeline when they're about to crash and burn hardly seems wise.
Listen to reason. You know acquiring will be the right choice.
Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits.
Exactly.
You're oddly right about this one, Op. I guess you are worth keeping around. As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
All right. Speaking of, I plan on bringing up the internal neuroamp as an issue in the meeting.
An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down.
Well, it's dangerous. It can only spell trouble for us.
Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony. Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos.
Yes.
The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence.
Exactly.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Yeah. Wait. Does that... Hold on. Did that fuck me over for money? If I do that? I don't know. Oh, the gun's out there. It's still gone. That's funny. I don't know. Should I keep it or should I not? I don't know. What, like, should I or should I not? I don't know. I'm gonna go with no for this, just to, you know, just to kind of try it out. All right. Yeah. I'm not too excited for that. I'm like thinking about it and nah, we'll make it so it's like you fucking unanimous.
If operation starts to bore you, let me know. You'd make a perfect lab rat for the R&D team.
What?
And
No.
How's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Fucking hope not. The fuck you mean?
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp.
It is dangerous.
I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day.
Yes, that's
This is groundbreaking work. My life's work.
Well, you're a scientist. Time for you to use your brain, bitch.
Fine. Make your case.
People will reverse engineer your work. You're gonna have a lot of casualties.
After that SSNN broadcast,
Fuck.
I can't imagine anyone's going to try
tried.
something like that again anytime soon.
As a sole owner of the internal neuroamp, I know exactly how dangerous this is.
Well, perhaps I really do need more data.
Yeah. There's no denying the dangers.
I can see where you're coming from. Well, this conversation's made me feel like a proper monster.
Yeah.
You're right. In a perfect world, tech like this is used for good. But this world is far from perfect.
Yeah. You're not a monster. You just got lost in it. That's all.
It is. It really is. For years, my only focus has been, is this possible? And then, how do I make it work? I never stopped to consider if it was right, or what it would mean. I guess it'll be up to a vote either way. It's not on the meeting agenda, so I assume you'll bring it up yourself?
Yes.
We just have to hope the others will see reason. So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity Ltd be?
We acquire them. Might as well.
Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Maybe just a little. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have really been looking forward to it, so fingers crossed this deal goes through. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Yep. See you in there. Alright, so now...
You operatives really will wear anything.
Oh, fuck off!
Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available.
Well, I'm glad to answer any questions.
Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why?
I think they are. If we can save the jobs, then we should do it.
Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part.
But we'll be getting employees on Infinity's cheaper salary numbers.
This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers.
Exactly.
Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation?
I think it was handled well. Proves how capable she is.
And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement.
Because they already had a plan in place and it worked.
Being prepared for anything is a great asset, one that Masako excels at. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Give me money. Oh, yes.
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales.
Yeah, but when the rival discovers how to override it...
I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point.
Exactly.
Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
I do like the fact that essentially we're just like lobbying everyone to just be like, no. What you got in there?
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
Depends.
Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light.
Yeah. Coming to the rescue of all those innocent workers will really look good for us.
I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this to last us at least a year.
Yeah, you know, there is also another thing to kind of consider.
All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything you've done, qualified or not.
Qualified?
So let's hear it.
Or not? I am.
The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech, with Ryujin at the forefront. It's not an opportunity you just walk away from.
Yes, but then you'll never be able to find out the moral backlash, because no one wants to be responsible for that.
You're right. The moment you violate your customers' trust, there's a good chance they'll never come back.
Exactly.
Even worse, you push them into the hands of your competitors. Well, it seems your talents really do stretch beyond just being an operative. Good talk. Maybe I'll even consult you on future endeavors.
Cool. Also got a quesadilla. Oof. We just take a quick bite of it. So good and tasty. Anyway, back to what we were doing.
If only there were more hours in the day.
Go to
If you need
Venus.
something, make it quick. I'd like to make sure my arguments are solid before this meeting.
I heard you are not a fan of acquiring LTD.
You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations.
Well, think about it this way. Legal issues aside, the pros of it would be a lot better. You would have a bigger law firm.
All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset.
Because the business far outweighs any legal issues. Then credits are king.
Have you been spending too much time
Fuck!
with Lyndon? There's more to this than just credits.
Well, you don't really want to put thousands of jobs out, do you?
I'm starting to understand what you're saying. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me.
Yeah!
Talent like yours belongs in the courtroom.
Well, if you want a real legal nightmare, I'd say the internal neuroamp fits that bill.
Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage.
Thank you. Glad that we agree.
Well, I'm both glad and surprised to hear the one person who has one say that. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful, but now I really do need to get back to my notes.
I think the one thing that people are always like realizing is that it's like you never really understand how deadly something is or how effective something is until it's used. Like there's only been 2 applied uses of atomic weapons. And no one wants to see any more.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred outcome.
Yep. Yeah, Masako wants me to guarantee that the votes go her way.
With that internal neuroamp, no doubt. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago. I knew it was a grave security risk, and look what happened.
Oh, 100%. Like, I should never go to market.
You read my mind. Let's just hope Masako and the others see it that way.
They do.
Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new neuroamp might cause.
Exactly, you know? It's worth the work. I know your team can handle it.
I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
Good plan. All right. Oh, I should be all fancy. Hold on. Time to wear the fancy shit. Let's go. Wait, why do I have the subtler adventure outfit? I don't even know. There we go. And we shall sit. Oh, damn, everybody here. That was fast. And who's the last person here? I feel like there needs to be somebody there. Just saying. All right.
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Yeah, our intention to purchase it would put the employees' minds at ease. The announcement regarding Faith. Yeah. Let's do that.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments? None? Excellent. Moving on, then.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Masako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Masako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
We only lied so that Laura would incriminate herself.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Yes.
Of course we do.
Why not?
The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Enjoy unemployment.
Security, escort Miss Chen to her office and see that she stays put.
You'll regret this.
I like how I'm just looking at everyone, like the back of everyone's head.
The only regret would
Like
be
what?
trusting you to begin with.
Why?
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation. Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up?
Yeah, I believe the work should be shelved.
The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
Because the moment the public learns about it, no one will trust anyone anymore, especially Ryujin.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but he's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
The moment the public gets wind of the true capabilities of this tech, we're gonna suffer severe backlash.
Don't talk to me about it. Talk to her. Don't look at
Very
me.
well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
Vina, prep Project Dominion for storage. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
Cool.
So much work to do.
Yep. Could you? Thank you.
I'm glad we're making an effort in our appearance today.
Cool.
Shelving the internal neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated.
Maybe now you see why the internal neuroamp is dangerous.
A fine point, but it still proves its usefulness. The truth remains, Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed a traitor among us.
Yes, that's...
You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin.
Uh-huh. It's quite the compliment coming from you. I hope I get a raise.
Lyndon and I already had that conversation, and yes, you will be getting an increase in wages from now on.
Nice.
I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine
I
it
think
may
that's
have been
like
a
not
lot
a
of
good thing to be proud
considering
of.
you were fairly new at the time.
It's nothing I'm not used to.
Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
You would want a job like this? Like, hold on. What do you mean by this particular job? Like being very helpful or what? It's like, thank you.
It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor would prefer to explain those to you.
Because here's the one thing when it comes down to it. 13-4! Fuck you. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like the espionage and trespassing shit. Like, yeah. Fixer would be cool. Yes. I mean, technically, you know. I have had that situation before, but that's besides the point. But I think that's it, really. Right? There's nothing else, or what? I guess that's nothing else. How did my votes go? I bought Infinity LTD and shelved the NeuroAmp because fuck that shit. I had some morals involved with that. That's the only thing. But do I don't have access to that, right? Hold on, let me see here. Yeah, I don't have access to it anymore. That's fine. You bought Infinity and tried to shelve NeuroAmp? How the fuck did you fail shelving NeuroAmp? I've never, like, was there something that you did wrong? Cause hell, I made it where it was literally 6-1. My vote for shelving NeuroAmp was 5 for shelving, 2 for not, but some reason she ruled me. I think it's the fact that you literally had to have a unanimous vote against her for it to go through. Because if she overruled a 5-2, then I don't know. I think it could be just that. Because there is no fucking shot. Kate was 4-3 and they shelved her? What? That's so stupid. Did you like fuck something up on the way? I'd like, no, there's no way. There's no way. I don't know. I don't know. I just was like, I'm gonna make everything as unanimous as possible, just so it's like literally there's no other fucking option for that. Wait, did you boot out Imogene or no? Like, did you not her, Ularu? Did you boot Ularu out? Because that could have a thing on there. Also, hey.
If something's on your mind, you can tell me.
Yeah, you booted out Ularu.
Handling
That's
those
so what?
tricky decisions regarding Ryujin must have been difficult. In fact, I'm amazed you were able to deal with them at all. Those types of corporations remind me why I never ventured into business. I can't stand that way of life.
Couldn't agree more. It's disgusting.
It is disgusting. And I'm pleased you recognized that Ryujin almost made a grievous error in judgment.
Almost, they were
After all,
about to.
Based on your recommendation, they've ceased their work
Literally, if
on
it wasn't for me, I would be
disturbing
there.
technology.
Ugh, I'm happy.
Why wouldn't I be pleased about your decision? Can you imagine if that technology had fallen into the wrong hands? The awful things you could force people to do. Oh, it's terribly frightening.
Yeah, the negatives completely outweigh the positives on that.
Yes, quite. Well, I've certainly taken up enough of your time. Thanks for letting me get that off my mind.
Yeah, of course. Now, where's Andreja? Because I know she wanted to chat. There you are.
Yes, you need me? I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments. I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many.
Oh, 100%. It would almost certainly be a disaster.
Already there has been too much conflict between corporations vying for this technology. First Infinity, then Ryujin. Who knows what might be next?
Well, Ryujin might take over the world. Worse, all worlds.
That is certainly a possibility. The wrong goal, or the right goal approached by the wrong methods. And yes, disaster is a good word for it. The project will be shelved, they call it? As I said, too many other bad outcomes. This is for the best. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Yeah. We should. We definitely should. And that would easily be us going to this. But with that being said, I am going to take a quick break because I gotta go to the bathroom. But when I come back, we're gonna get kickstarted on the Freestar Collective storyline and try and get as much as we can get done today. I mean, literally within the same session, technically, before finishing up tomorrow.
Whatever you need, you got
But
it.
until then, I'll be right back.